Okay, so now we have 3 sheets set up for this would be our project 1 in our Tech 1 class. So we have 3 sheets. 1 is floor plan sheet, 2 is furniture plan, and 3 is floor finish plan. So I'm going to kind of open these up and do it one by one. CAD will plot everything in a batch for you, but I like to kind of do them one by one with these smaller projects because then we can sort of check them out as PDFs, come back and forth and fix things if you want. So I'll talk about some of the things that came up in class that people realized they needed to fix too. All right, so you're here on the Sheets tab, have the first one open, then you're going up to the red button up here, and the drop down is Print, but then you slide over and you pick Plot. It's the same thing. It's just using the terminology of, again, most of these were printed to a plotter because it's a much bigger printer. Um, and it's, using the ink just a little bit differently. All right, so you're opening this up. So you also need to, for my classes, have downloaded Adobe Acrobat. There is a way to print to PDF using CAD, so I'll just show that quick. It's DWG to PDF. It has some quirks to it, so we prefer in our department to use Adobe PDF. Some of these extra things are things that I've added over the years, so I'll kind of talk us through this. But so first what we're going to do is go to where it says Printer Plotter, click on the drop down menu where it says name, and you're going to pick Adobe PDF. For most of you, it should be there up on the top. All right, then we've got to do some behind the scene things to set this up the way we want to. So we're going to click properties. Then we're going to click custom properties. Then we're going to click paper quality, and that's what makes it black and white. So we're going to click on that, say OK, say OK. Now I talked in class that you can now save this as a setup. So you can call this Arch C. I think it's going to overwrite one I already have. So this will be your way to save these settings. So I'm going to put it in capital C. There we go. All right. So you can say OK. Now it's kind of got its own setup here. So double check the paper size, says Arch C. Plot size, you do not check fit to paper because remember, we do not want our drawings shrunk or blown up more. We want them to print to scale. So 1:1 is what we want. What to plot layout, sometimes this works, but I again tend to be fussy and I use this window command. So I click on window and then it jumps me here. And what I do is I scroll here to this corner, then I pull it up here and go to that corner. And then I say center the plot. And then before I do anything, before I leave it, I hit preview. And let's see how that looks. So it's going to show me a preview of what it's going to look like. This is good. This is correct. So the cabinets are a little bit lighter. That's actually standard for that layer. So that's okay now. There's no points taken off for that. That's giving the folks of building this house some kind of extra information. So this is working fine. Oh, I just noticed something we forgot. I'm not going to take off points, but I'll explain it in just a minute about pushing. So we've got this is looking good. Take your time though, kind of like zoom in for a little bit and look at it. So hit escape. Once you're good and you want it to print, it's going to print to a PDF. So you click OK. And then let's see how it goes here. It shouldn't take too long. So you're going to save it. So I've already navigated to the folder for my class project. This is the ones I did in class. So I'm just going to save this as use your last name and then floor plan. And I'm just going to say 2, but you're going to have floor plan 1, furniture plan. All right, so say OK. So I've created that first PDF. It's going to eventually down here open up Adobe Acrobat. So there it is there. Again, look around in here. So the thing I noticed is we forgot to push air walls. So I'm going to remind everybody how to do that. And like I said, if you didn't catch it and you've already handed it in, no points off because that was my fault. I forgot. A lot of students found that there were some things disappearing or missing on here. It probably means you drew it on the def point layer and you need to go back and put it on whatever layer it's supposed to be. And then it'll show up because remember, def point is like invisible ink. All right, so this sheet is already plotted. So now we're going to go to 2 furniture plan sheet. And this time you can just type in plot if you want to. It'll kind of bring it up for you. Hold on. There we go. So I just typed in the word plot. It'll bring up that same window here. But now one of the nice tricks is if we go up to here where it says page setup name, we can say previous plot. It'll basically reload all the settings we did for the last sheet. Once you close CAD for the day or open up a different project, it doesn't remember this, but it'll remember it during like your work session. So right now, all this stuff looks good. So I'm just going to hit preview and it should basically look and be centered just like I want it to. So yep, so this one's good. Again, my casework's a little light, but that's okay. So I'm going to hit escape and then I'm going to hit okay. And that's going to make the second PDF. So we're kind of rolling through that one. This one is my furniture plan. And I'm just going to say 2 just to save it. Oh, I got to spell plan right. There we go. Okay. All right, and I'll just show you the third one more time. I think during class I didn't make one because I ended up running around the room helping folks troubleshoot. But again, look at this, make sure there's things, aren't missing, everything's good. All right, I'm just gonna minimize that window. All right, so now we're gonna, and little messages pop up telling you like you've plotted it. All right, so click on number 3 now. Same idea, type in the word plot. It's trying to load other things on me. All right, I'm going to say cancel. I don't know why it's trying to do that. All right, and then we're going to do previous plot again. Reloads Arch-C for me, window, all this stuff. Preview it, take a nice look at it. And then you've got that page. So we're going to hit escape. One thing we did notice in class actually that I still need to fix is see how my thresholds, there's no line there. And actually these guys seem to be kind of running into stuff. So here, I'll show you quick. Oh, in here, I fixed some things here. So actually, let me use this as an example now of how to fix this stuff. So hit cancel for now. I'm going to go back to my views. So on my floor finish plan, actually, I think this is why we paused because lots of people saw kind of like, like weird stuff popping up. So in my case, what happened is on my plan, I made my island bigger, but I forgot to fix the flooring. So I'm going to just, in this way, I'm clicking on the hatch pattern. And oh, there we go, it froze for a second. And then I'm just dragging, so I'm going to put snaps back on, dragging that hatch pattern out to where the new kind of edge of my my basically island there. Over here, it looks like somehow my lines might have strayed a bit. So this one really goes into the corner here, the corner over here. So just this futzy kind of stuff. I might have to come back and draw this one because this one looks like it got kind of a little bit wonky on me. Now for the threshold here, so if you're going from say wood to tile, there's going to be a tile threshold here, meaning like a slab of stone usually. So I'm just going to kind of draw it like this, and I'm going to make sure it's on the green, not the def point. So that's going to work good there. I think I had here the hardwood flows in. Oh, there's one right here I need to. So I'm just going to draw that quick, put that in there. Match the properties from this to that. Oops, hold on. Let's see, wait, let's do this again. Match properties from this to that. All right, so there we go. So most of them are good now. So I'm going to do Control S. I'm now going to, and you want to like hard close this. So hard close it. It should reload over here. So see how it says reload? We did encounter a lot of quirky stuff in class where everybody would fix something correctly in the views, but then it wasn't showing up in the sheet. So what I advise people is close everything down, open it back up. And then often CAD kind of gets through its hiccup and these will then be corrected once you open them back up. But let's see if it does it for us. So it looks like it is picking up the changes there. And so, yep, so I have my nice lines here. My island got fixed. My threshold is there. All right, so this one's good to plot. Now, since I didn't close this program, it should still have my previous plot. It won't have timed out. So if I go here, previous, yep, everything changed for me. Now we're going to look at preview again. And looks good. Again, I caught those lines now. Some people didn't catch them till we made the PDF, which is totally fine. All right, and then they went back and changed them. All right, so I clicked escape, I click OK, and now it's going to make that third PDF for me. All right, so in this case, it's Conway Floor Finish Plan 2. All right, so there you go. All right, so these three are what gets uploaded to the Google Drive folders. You have instructions for that. You got basically emailed the Google Drive link. We're going to make a folder with your last name and upload these three files. Oh, there's a little quirky thing there. So I'll probably go back and fix that guy. Because in my case, the hardwood floor is running all the way through here. So the pattern should run through there like it does here. But yeah, take a minute to look at all these and just see how, if there's any kind of stuff popping up for you that you want to clean up. But otherwise, that's the 3 sheets that we are going to, you're going to be submitting for this first project. All right, hope this helps and let me know if you need any more information.